Howdy ho, folks. It's the weekend, and guess what time that means? It's once again time to do a premiere draft in Magic the Gathering Final Fantasy. Before we get into it, if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, please like, share, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your mom. Tell your mom I said hi. But more importantly, come over to twitch.tv/DickRecord. Link in the description where you can catch me doing video games, leather crafting, and other assorted nonsense every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from around 4 to around 8 Eastern Standard Time. But with that out of the way... looks like we're ready already for pack one. Pick one. What are we getting? Alright, there's some good stuff here. I like Vanille. Balam is interesting. I think this type of card is interesting because it's kind of free, right? Because it's a land, so it doesn't eat up a card slot in your deck. That said, it really wants to be in the lands deck. I feel like Vanilla is fantastic in comparison. So this is actually really hard. There's also a Summon Fat Chocobo, which I really like. Gaius Van Baelsar is a fine edict effect on a body that I keep forgetting has Sacrifice and Enchantment, which sometimes works really well to kill off a summon, right? There's also Suplex, which is a really good card. I really want to take the Balam Garden, but I think the correct choice is Vanille. Like, significantly more correct. Because it's just Eternal Witness, so it's 100% a 2-for-1. Provided your graveyard has anything in it. Ooh, boy. There's a Dragoon's Lance. There's a Demon Wall, which seems okay. Choco Kick is nice. And Magitech Infantry is also here. I would hope, of all these packs... I'm sorry, of all these cards in this pack... I'm going to take the Dragoon's Lance. It is far and away the better card out of all of these. I'm going to take the Dragoon's Lance. Just because giving your other creatures in the late game the ability to fly after this 2-1 that it makes dies, which it will die. And sometimes you're also willing to trade it off. Yeah, I would like the Magitech Infantry to wheel out of these cards, or the Chocobo Kick. Do we want to go green-white? I don't know. But it's early in these packs, so let's see what we end up in. But definitely going to take the Dragoon's Lance. I don't even think it's close. This is just such a good card. This is such a good card. It's crazy, too, because, like, the Equip 4 you would have thought would have been bad, but, like, the format's slow enough to support it. The 4 Mirrodin stuff. God, another Magitech Infantry. And a Grahatia. So I like Grahatia. This is secretly a black-white card, but I like it just in general. Because every time one of your creatures just dies, you get a card. So you can play this before combat and make attacks that would otherwise trade. And your opponent, if they make those trades, then lets you draw cards, right? So I think it's the Grahatia, but I wouldn't be surprised if the correct choice is actually just Magitech Infantry. We did pass one up earlier. I would like to see this wheel. Of these other cards, I would also like to see Cornered by Black Mage's wheel. But we're definitely going to take the Grahatia here because I think it's fantastic. Also, it's one of the few creatures in the format that has reach. Because there's so few creatures that have flying that they become good, and the creatures that have reach to block them feel that much better. White Aura Sights to pick here. There's also a Vane's Treachery. X-Death is kind of replaceable. Sometimes he becomes a huge trampler with the same toughness. But for the most part, X-Death is typically just a 3-mana 3/3 that gains you 3 life. 3/3. How many times are you gonna put 3 on a card, guys? It's also very specifically for the black-green fill your graveyard deck. But the White Aura Sight plays very well with the Grahatia and the Dragoon's Lance. It even taps for mana, which you can then use for this 4-mana mana sink to re-equip the Dragoon's Lance. So yeah, I think that White Aura Sight's just great, actually. Vane's Treachery is pretty good. Undercity Dirat's an okay creature, and yeah, I think those are my picks. Confirm this. There's an Inspiration. There's a Demon Wall. Demon Wall! This is kind of a dud of a pack. Side quest play Blitzball is not very good. Auron's Inspiration, I feel like this is less good than it would appear because you're not really going wide in this set. All the green white is the go wide colors, but you're not going as wide. it feels like there's not enough cards that let you go wide in green-white. There's Renoa and there's Fat Chocobo, and then there's like a bunch of other like sorceries that make a bunch of tokens, but that's not, I don't think that's enough. I think I'd take the Demon Wall here for a nice black 2-drop. Otherwise, maybe the Namazu Trader or the World Map, but I think I'd rather have the Demon Wall out of all these. Rides a Shoe Puff! This is an okay card if you're in the ramp deck, I feel, because if you can activate this while you're also... If you play this on turn 2, I hope you had a good turn 1, right? But also, if you play this on turn 2, you can get value off of it for the rest of the game, right? There's a Cloudbound Moogle, which is okay. I kind of want to take the Hecdies. I don't really like Cloudbound Moogle because it's only a 2/3 for 5. It could be a 3/4 for 5. It's just okay. I'm gonna take the Hecdies. The Insomnia also is like calling to me, right? But let's take the Hecdies. I think if we end up in black, we're gonna want like the 2-drops. So this is hard. Okay, so Poo-Poo UFO is like fine if you can get enough towns, right? Because sometimes it's like, why is my opponent attacking with an 0/4, and then you pay the 3 and you have 4 towns in play and they get hit for 4 in the face. There's also a Weapons Vendor, which is a 4-mana draw a card 2/2 that also helps you re-equip your equipment, right? This 4-mana equip costs 1 now. I think we could take the Weapons Vendor. Yeah, I think we could take the Weapons Vendor. That's it. That's all I got. There's a Kutrub Forayer. There's a Precious Wanderings. The combat tutorial's nice. I'm just gonna take the Masamune. Like, none of these is really great. I want to say, actually, combat tutorial's fine. Do I take the blue card then? Because I don't think we're gonna play this, right? It must be blocked if able. It has first strike. Nah, I'm gonna take the Masamune. It's just cool. All right, so out of these, I could see myself taking the Gone, right? It can help us just to splash for Vanille. There's also a Marlborough, which is like a fine top-end card. This is the kind of card that is actually really fun to Evil Reawakened, you know? But I'm gonna take the Gone. Gone! Of these cards, it's not the Limit Break. It might be the Blitzball Shot. And then there's an Instant Ramen. I'm gonna take the Blitzball Shot. These aren't great cards. I don't like the Gravity Feed Ifrit, Girlfriend Ifrit, Giant Fart. I don't know. I'll take the Airship Crash out of all these. I don't know if I like Vincent's Limit Break. There's Gallows Final Act. That's filler. This is filler. And then there's Adventurer's Airship. All these are filler, but at least we know that the Airship will make the deck. This is a filler card that probably does not make the deck. And Hilgigus can sit onto the side. Wow. Okay. Then there's a Summon Titan. Like, come on. Alright. Summon Titan. Alright, so neither of the Magitech Infantry wield. So we're not going to be getting a lot of white cards from that side. I think the correct choice here is the Summon Titan. But that kind of makes us green-white. And we're not playing the Demon Wall or the Hecdies. And I think that's fine. I haven't gotten a chance to play Summon Titan, but look at this. A 7/7 with Reach and Trample that also can ramp you. I think that's pretty good, actually. The Loperid Scout is still like kind of a maybe not. But we're 100% taking Summon Titan. This is a wild card. Literally wild. It's better in the black-green deck because it does fill your yard, and it also plays well with cards that have fill your yard. There's the Balam Garden again. There's Iridia, there's a Precious Wanderings. This is kind of a thin pack. And I think it might be okay to take the Balam Garden. You do need a second blue source in order to trigger this. There's also Side Quest Card Collection, and there's Side Quest Raise a Chocobo, which makes bird. And then if you make any other amounts of birds, if you have 4 birds, it just flips and then your landfall triggers. This has landfall whenever land enters under your control, birds you control. So this kind of like doubles up the text that's already on them. I don't think that this is particularly good, but it is like a 2-for-1 if you can flip it. It's like if you can flip it, whereas this is sort of free. I thought about taking that. Oh, pack one, pick one too. There's an Omega. Oh wow, can we splash our Omega? There's also a Reach the Horizons. And there's nothing, again, like I was saying before, in white, we passed like those 2 Magitech infantries. I feel like we're not going to see anything in white. So maybe we are white-green, splashing blue. Because this Omega is fantastic. We already have 2 towns, right? I would play the town as a green source. And I don't think we're splashing for any of these 2 black cards. But yeah, I think the Omega is great. Bard's Bow is also apparently very good. Didn't really think it'd be a good card in this format because of the equip 6, but I guess it's the give reach part, you know? But I will take Omega. See, there's a Stolen Uniform. There's a Gigantoad. There's a Galacat. I think we take the Galacat. Galacat plays really well if you have a lot of artifacts, right? We're looking for things like White Mage's Staff, Dragoon's Lance, right? But this becoming a 3-mana 3/3 with Flying and Vigilance, good on attacks, good on defense, blocks Dragoon's Wyvern, right? Profitably even. I think we could take the Galacat here. It's also just a very good white card. Well, not very good, but it's a very acceptable white card. Actually, I have it written down as white's 4th best common. So I will take that. There's another Rides the Shoot buff. But I think here, like I was saying before, with Bard's Bow, yeah, we're just going to take the Bard's Bow. It is actually not that bad. According to 17 lands, it's like the 5th best common. Just took a bunch of... I was like writing them all down and was like, wow, there was a lot of like shocking information. I will take the Bard's Bow here. We don't want the Newliths, we don't want that. We don't want Ride the Shoot Puff either. But if we're going to be doing like big mana stuff, I'd like some mana sinks. What is this? Ishin, 2 Heavens is 1. That's cool. There's a Paladin's Arms. There's a Shantoto. I really want to play the blue-red deck one of these days. I'll take the Paladin's Arms though. It's another artifact. It's a creature on top of that. It's a piece of equipment, and I think that that's fine. Paladin's Arms actually kind of plays pretty well, I've noticed for me. We're not thrilled about much of these cards. Monk's Fist is okay, actually, but I think we're going to take the Guado Salam because it'll give us another blue source for Omega, and it'll give us the ability to activate Balam Garden Seed Academy, right? So let's take the Guado Salami. What's in this pack? Not much, right? It's a black-red land, which is a Blitzball. It's a Rook turret. Feels like blue's way more open. I think we take the Blitzball to help us splash, but I don't know if we're playing it, right? But I don't think we want... Actually, we are in green-white. What am I talking about? I'll take the Garnet. We would like more of the... What's it called, though? There's a combat tutorial. It's the best card here. I don't like Ride the Shoe Puff that much. There's the Dreams. Actually, Dreams might be fine, because if we mill it with Titan, we can cast it later. And it's a very good card. This is in the maybe pile. There's a Barony. There's a World Map. World Map can help us fix for our stupid blue nonsense. So I think we take the World Map over this. We're not splashing for red. Yeah, let's take the World Map here. Reach the Horizons can help us ramp as well. Neither of these are good for us. I think the Scorpion Sentinel's more playable. There's another Loperit Scout. We'll just take it. Not thrilled. And there's a Summon Guardian Force Ifrit that can go into the side. Ooh, Choco. Seeker de la Paradise. We are in green, white, blue. Is this good, though? When one or more birds you control attack, look at that many cards out from the top of your library. You may place one of them in your hand, then put any number of land cards from among them onto the battlefield tap and the rest into your graveyard. This really wants you to have a bunch of birds. There's also a Gubugadn. This is a ramp card too, right? And it also feeds your graveyard. This is so weird. I am going to take it. And I admit that this might be a trap. There's also a Gubugadn. Since we took the Garnet, though, we're going to kind of want to prioritize Guardian forces, summon magic creatures, the enchantment creatures, the saga creatures, I should say. Delivery Moogle's interesting. We only have two targets for it, but it's such a good creature. It can replace itself with a card mana value 2 or less. I guess we could hope to get an instant ramen, but I would feel a lot better if we got like a third and a fourth hit for this. We do also need to fill up the lower end of our curve because we have so many 4s. But I will take the Delivery Moogle because also a 3/2 flyer for 4 is not that bad in this format. Galacat's also not bad. Choco Kick would be good as well. There's a Genova. Now you're screwing with me, game. Do I just take the Genova? You're screwing with me, game. I can play it. We have 2 black sources with Gone, the Blitzball, and the World Map. Do we just high roll and try to do stupid things, guys? I think we high roll and try to do stupid things. I like Genova too. It also is a huge source of card advantage. I'll confirm that. Another 4-drop. It's fine. There's another Gone. There's a Choco Kick. Another World Map. I think we take the Gone. It makes playing the Genova that much easier, question mark. Yeah, let's call it easier, quote unquote. I wouldn't mind a Fight On or a Rydia's Return, right? Summoner's Grimoire I think is a bad card, and Chocobo Kick would be nice. There's also a Bard's Bow, but I'm gonna take the Gone. Oh, Poo-Poo is also grabbable with, what's it called? Alright, so we're not this into black that I can take side quest Hunt the Mark. There's a Diamond Weapon, costs 1 less for each permanent in your graveyard, and there's a Fight On. God, which one's better? I feel like we're milling a lot between Vanille and the Summon Titan, that I kind of want this Diamond Weapon, but I also want the one of Fight On. We'll probably see another Fight On, but I think this is the only Diamond Weapon we're gonna see. I know. Omega and Diamond Weapon. What am I doing? Guys, what am I doing? There's a Chocobo Kick. I'll take the Chocobo Kick. There's also so many black and blue cards, which we're ignoring. It felt very open, but at the same time, I don't know what I would have built with those black and blue cards. Take the Chocobo Kick. There's a Rydia. Retrieve the Esper is not so bad. There's also a Marlborough. I think we take the Bard's Bow, because we're not in black enough, I feel, for the Demon Wall and the Hectize for us to be able to cast the Marlborough. Same thing for blue with Retrieve the Esper, and we're likely not even playing Dreams of Laguna, but we will play a Bard's Bow. Clash of the Acons, or a Monk's Fist, or a Guado Salami. Guado Salam makes flipping Balam cost less. Clash of the Acons is a removal spell. It's a fight on top of removing lore counters. We don't have that many Espers. I'll take the Clash. We need the removal. I'm going to take the Precious Wanderings here. Override Zishupaf. There's a Limit Break. There's an Instant Ramen, which I think we can take here. Gives us another hit for the Delivery Moogle if we still want to play them both. Shinra's Reinforcements. That's in the splash color. We'll take the Loperid Scout, but I don't think we're playing it. There's another Choco Kick. Love a Choco Kick. And I'm not playing another Precious Wanderings, but I will take it. And another Vincent's Limit Break. Okay, got some work to do. We're doing some dumb stuff here, folks. I will admit that. But there's also a lot of fixing. So I think that we might be okay. We do have 54 cards. Alright, so let's do this. Put this here. Cutting the Dreams of Laguna. We're cutting the Vincent's Limit Break. We're cutting the Adventurer's Airship and one of the Precious Wanderings. Reach the Horizon, I think might matter. This Aura Sight's also removal, and we have 2 Choco Kicks. We can probably play the Airship Crash, but that might be on the chopping block the earliest, so just so we all know. We have 1, 2, 3 blue sources. How many black sources does this thing want? Oh, no. No Hectides, no Demon Wall. In fact, I guess we keep the one of Swamp, just in case. Right? For the Genova Ancient Calamity. It's vanilla. Okay. This is a creature, so I don't know why it's not being treated as a creature. These are all creatures. Instant Ramen, World Map, and Dragoon's Lance are targets for the Delivery Moogle, so I think that we can still keep the Delivery Moogle. I think I might cut the Moogle if I cut the Ramen. How many creatures do we have total? No. What are you doing? I didn't even know you could do that. Alright, so we have 14 creatures plus another 4, so that's 8. 8 creatures. 2 ramp effects. I actually think we can cut the Reach the Horizon because we have World Map. And we have... Didn't I take a Blitzball? I could have sworn I took a Blitzball. I didn't take a Blitzball. Whoops. Oh, I did this thing too, again. I could have sworn I took a Blitzball. So Prisha's Wanderings World Map. Oh boy. I thought we had a Blitzball. Whoops. It's okay. It's okay, folks. We'll be fine. I think that Choco's the only bird that we have. Because I don't have a Geisel Greens and I don't have a Fat Chocobo, so it might actually be wise to just cut the Choco. Granted, when it attacks, it gets us a card, right? Cat hair. Land cards, okay. Any number of them into your hand. So, is Grahatia a cat? Grahatia is a cat. Alright. Anyway. Yeah, I think Moogles are not cats though, right? They're Moogles. Okay. These are rabbits. Oh god, what are these doing here? I cut 2 of those. We're at 12 creatures? 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That's probably fine. Vanille gets us a thing back. Garnet, I feel like, doesn't do as much stuff as I'd like them to, but... Because Low Period Scout just is kind of terrible, is actually where I'm coming from here. Yeah. I do want to cut one of these, and I think it's the Reach the Horizon. I don't think it does enough. Prisha's Wanderings can act as a combat trick. These are all our removal spells, and I think we keep them all. We're going to keep the Weapons Vendor because we have 4 pieces of equipment. Especially these Bard's Bows. Like, them equipping for 6 feels terrible, but with Weapons Vendor, they equip for 1 once per turn at the beginning of combat. At sorcery speed, you know, but the way that I see this, we have 3, technically 4 black sources. We have 3 blue sources. 4 blue sources. So we should be able to, I feel like it's just cut Choco. Alright, we'll cut Choco. I know. Don't get too attached to the dumb cards, folks. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 8 green sources rather, sorry. So I think that we're fine on green sources. Probably do 41 cards, but let me just double check to make sure that we're not missing anything. I think this is fine. 41 cards, call it done. We're gonna head into our first opponent, but you know, if you're new to the channel, again, really helps me out if you hit that thumbs up button and maybe tell your friends to come watch me punt a little. Here's our first opponent. We're 0-0 going into round 1 with everything but red. We're not playing red. Oh, this is great. Yeah, this is great. Although 2 of our hits for Moogle, Delivery Moogle are like in our hand, which is not ideal. But Dragoon's Lance turn 2. Nothing from the opponent turn 1 and 2. Okay. Turn 3. Paladin's Arms. Okay. I think I just destroy the arms. Next turn, I hope we draw something else to play. Sure, no attacks, thank you, game. It flies. Opponent's like, does this thing not fly? Does this thing fly? It flies. 100% flies. Here's a 3/3. Opponent just... Ooh. Alright, I'm attacking into that. Perfect. Actually, you know what? I think we just trade, right? I don't think this matters. Yeah, I think we just trade. And then I'll play a low Parit Scout. And leave up instant ramen. I would like to hit another green source for Summon Titan. Opponent really hasn't done much of anything, and yeah, okay. It looks like they were stuck on mana for their second color, and they had like a very suspect keep. If we look at this again, like, you know, just 5 planes, and we just went all of our colors, essentially. Would have liked the second green source, but I guess it didn't really matter because they scooped. Leave match. Here's our next opponent. We are 1-0 with Sultai. What's everything but red? We're not playing red, that's all. I would like a third land. This is pretty okay if we get a third land, because then I can play the Paladin's Arms. We're going second. Alright, we can keep this. Alright, the Pandorum. Sure, there's a third land. Fourth land gets us a Delivery Moogle that can get us a something. Alright, that's pretty bad for us. Next, end turn. We could kill it with the airship crash, and I think we might have to? I don't know. Yeah, pass. Yep, surveils. Oh, I was half expecting them to Eureka there. They're playing... Okay. Fourth land. Next. I'm gonna pass it over to them. End turn. And I'm gonna airship crash this before combat. And if they want to counter this, by all means. Okay. If they tap out here, we get to just play out the Delivery Moogle. Okay. Playing a second. Alright. So we don't get to play the Delivery Moogle because they might have Syncopates, so I'm going to run out of Paladin's Arms. The pause tells me that they might have something in their hand. Oh, that's right, they have the Surveil trigger too. So this is of concern. I would like to play my Delivery Moogle, but I'd also like to hit a second green source. Blitzball! Please tap out. I would love it if you tapped out. Okay. Sure. Moogle? I'm gonna get the Dragoon's Lance. I could, oh yeah, that's right, the other thing got exiled. I'm gonna get the Dragoon's Lance, a play of planes, and pass. Next turn we can... Okay, there's a Kujak. Sure. Blue source. If they block, I'm gonna Blitzball Shot, kill their Kuja. Okay. I think here's a good time to Preach's Wanderings then. And get a black-green source. Right. Black-green enters tapped. Put a token on the flyer. And then we'll play the Dragoon's Lance. So next turn we can Genova or Summon Titan. We have the most green sources in our deck. It's a little frustrating that we haven't seen many of them. Summon Shiva, sure. Okay. So that locks down the Delivery Moogle. I don't mind that. They get to free attack with Kuha. Oh, no blocks. Sure. Doesn't flip yet. There's the Balam. If I play Genova, I can't play anything else, right? So it might be actually better to just play Titan and see if we hit some lands that way. We could still attack with... I know that they freeze down the Titan, though, if I do that. But at the same time, it's also the bigger clock. And so there's 2 lands there. We attack with this Dorcas Malorcas. And we're just going to put pressure on them. Yep. That does get stunned down. But it's still, when I sacrifice, it turns into +7/+7? No, more. Oh god, it's all the lands, right? Yeah. I don't think I care about the 3 here. And this is just going to be on the ground. Ultimace, yeah. Okay. It come into play tapped, right? Yeah, okay. Sure. You flip, sure. Return all lands from the graveyard to the battlefield tapped. Let's see. We deal damage to a permanent or player deals twice as much damage. I can lock that thing down with this, right? But then that taps out most of our mana. If I play this, how many towns do I have? 1, 2, 3. I have 3 towns, so this costs 1 less. So this costs 4 and tap it. I guess the correct thing to do is just attack with these 2 and then play Omega. Can they flip this? No, they can't. And we play Omega, gain 3. Auto pay. They only have access to 2 mana, so they can't, what's it called? I'm gonna tap down their Ultimacia. Tap up to 1. Wait. For each opponent, tap up to 1 non-land permanent. Okay. This taps that down. They're gonna draw 3 cards. I completely screwed this up. I probably shouldn't have attacked here. This was my bad, sis. Okay. Big whoopsie on my behalf. I can block the Kuja, which we might have to. But if they don't do anything about my... Okay. Ooh. Oh, am I just dead? Chichin Merchant. No, we're not dead. I have to block the Kuja, though. They're dead in the air. Oh, they're dead no matter what, because Summon Titan just, like... Yeah, like, they're just, like, super dead. Whoops. Didn't realize they were just super dead. It's like, here, look at my other bomb, by the way. You could just feel your opponent go like, oh, come on, stop it. Leave match. Alright, here's our next opponent. We're 2-0 with every color but red. I hope I'm not doing the... I'm trying to avoid playing all the colors, and at the same time, here we are playing all the colors. This is a rough keep. I think I have to mulligan this, because we only have a combat trick. So I'm gonna yeah, I gotta mulligan this, I'm sorry. This is much better. We can keep this. We can bottom the Omega. Omega. We can turn 2 Dragoon's Lance. Dragoon's Lance is a great turn 2 play, but it's also a great thing to get off of Delivery Moogle. Alright, drawing a 9-drop was like not what I had on my bingo card. Yep. Blue black. Resentful Revelation. Okay, so they're taking 2 next turn. We also have we're 1 mana away from just casting Aura Sight. Going's great. That'd have been great turn 1, but, you know. They cast anything that I have to deal with. Orsaito. They're in blue-black. Cornered by black mages. That's rough. Alright. I don't Orsight that. I think we Precious Wanderings at the end of their turn. So we're going to pass here. And we're going to get the... we're going to get a duel. We're going to get a blue-black duel with Precious Wanderings during their turn. Okay, Dragoon's Wyvern. Yep. And then I don't think they attack us here. Alright, so blue... I think we get blue-green, right? So it's either Guado Salam or Balam. Let's show them the Balam. Alright, so there's Guado Salami. And I think we have to Orosight here because we didn't draw a creature. But this allows us to ramp for Diamond Weapon. So we have 6, 7. Costs 9 because we have no creatures in our graveyard. Oh my god. Opponents also, like, their hand is just full. They have a full hand. Shinra Reinforcements, okay. If ever there was a good time to draw a creature, now would be it. Cool, thanks. Thanks, game. At least we can do that. I just, like, you know, like, I don't... Crew 1. Cool. Thanks. Yep, taking 3. I guess I could have did that on their turn. Alright, airship crash. Interesting. I'm gonna cycle that, actually. Okay, there's Omega. Which costs 7, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can Omega something down. And gain 2 and freeze their Sahagin. We have to freeze the Sahagin. Yep. They could also just counter whatever we do, and that would be rough. Auto pay. Like, if they syncopate this for 1, that sucks. Because it also exiles it, too. I hope they have Swallowed by Leviathan here. Instead. Damn. Okay. Yeah, this is bad. This is real bad. We have 16 creatures in the deck. And we've drawn only the top end, unfortunately. Yep. Plus they leave up their mana. Yep. Okay, so play this. They have another counter. Because that would suck. That would suck so much. Watch them have another counter. Yep. Alright. So, are we dead on board? Yeah, we are dead on board. Good game. This is 6. They pinged us for 1 with that thing. And we mulliganed too. Like, we mulliganed into a somewhat better hand. View battlefield. But yeah, we drew only, like, top end with these two, and they all got countered. We couldn't really add to the board because we just kept drawing lands, and sometimes it goes like that. Alright. Here's our next opponent. We're 2-1 with every color but red, somehow. I did make a quick change. I took out the Blitzball shot and put back the... I can keep this, actually. We have a 3, a 4. Yeah, this seems fine. I took out the Blitzball shot and put in the Choco, Traveling Chocobo. Oh, Seeker of Paradise, sorry. Play the Gone. Turn 3, we can play the Gallicat. Turn 4, we can Genova it, which would be nice. So I'm going to play the Plains second. Saz's Chocobo. Alright. Actually, we're going to play that second. This can be big. Yep. That sure is a Saz's Chocobo with a Gubugan. Alright, so play this. Play the Gallicat. Vanille could be good. Nice Summer. Summon Fenrir. Oh boy, okay. That gets them a land. That gets them a trigger. We don't block it. That's pretty good ramp, actually. Play this. Play the Genova. We put a token on the Cat. Bonk. Okay. So whatever creature, human creature that they play this turn. Sabotenda. Okay. Oh, not human creature, sorry. Just any creature. Wow. Sure. They're tapped out, so we just block. Okay, so 2 can kill the Sabotender. I don't think we do that, though. I think we attack with the Cat and see what they do. Token on that. Attack with the Cat. Sure. We can play Garnet. Actually, I probably should have played Garnet for the lifelink. And I think we do play Garnet. And then also... yeah, we play Garnet. Play Garnet. And then I think... See, so Fenrir's going to die. They're going to draw a card off the Saz, of the Fenrir because of the Saz's Chocobo. The Sabotender is a 3-2. Maybe we do just kill the Sabotender with the Cat. This is going to grow bigger, though, and we might have a bigger threat to deal with later. Let's end turn here. They're definitely going to get to turn this into a 5-4, which means that we're not blocking. Yep. Nice summer. Gladiolus Omnicetia. Okay, that's awful. Legitimately bad for me. It also gets the Trample. They should be swinging with this bird too. Oh, I guess not, right? No blocks there, buddy. Ooh, that's rough. We're getting glomped. Alright, so we can't kill that. Actually, I'm gonna put a token on this lady. I'm gonna attack with these two. Yep. Please put the Gladiolus in front of it. Please. Because I could draw so many cards if I clash the Acons here. Alright. Interesting. I can kill this... View battlefield. We kill this. God, they didn't take the bait. Okay, we're gonna gain 3. We kill this. We can then still kill the Google Gardener after we kill the bird with the Clash of the Acons. I guess we have to see what we draw off of this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Airship crash. Not good enough, I feel. This is going to give trample to someone else. I can use this to kill that. This is so bad. I don't think killing this is going to be good enough, right? So I think we need to add to our board. And I think the best way to do that is to play the Delivery Moogle. What are you tapping like that for? Green, green, green. To get our Dragoon's Lance. Search my library. Get a Dragoon's Lance. Play the Dragoon's Lance. Because we're going to have to make some chump blocks that I'm not thrilled about. And I'd rather one of them be the Dragoon's Lance. I'm surprised that they blocked with the Sabotender, actually. My cat has returned. This is not looking good, though. This Gladiolus is like a house. None of their creatures fly, so Airship Crash feels a little less good here. Light of Judgment. Oof. Okay, that was one of my main blockers. That's not great. That's not great. Sabotender. No land. If I put everything in front of that, it does die. And they can only kill 2 of my creatures, right? Only. Yep. Okay, so that's a world map. We can kill this with the delivery Moogle. I don't think that that matters. Class of the Acons doesn't matter here. I'd like to just play this. So maybe the play is get back Genova, and then play the world map and get a green source. God damn it. View battlefield. I really need the white aura site, but God, it's everything. It's literally everything. Okay, so I kind of want to get the garnet, but it's not the garnet's time. Ah, boy. Okay. I guess if I don't get anything, we're dead to damage? No, we're not. It could be the aura site, but the thing is we have the view battlefield. We have the Omega into Clash of the Acons, so view battlefield. I think of all these we do still want the... God, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, opponent, you're making me think. Or this is making me think here. It kind of is the Summon Titan, right? Now that's the highest upside, but like, Genova's also just very good. We might just need to stabilize. And I think that the Garnet, no, it's gotta be the Titan Screwed. What's wrong with me? And then we'll play this. No attacks, end turn. Because this just, the Sabotender eats the delivery Moogle. But I think we need to play defense right now because the Gladiolus, they play a land and then all of a sudden something is like massive and has to be blocked. And the Sabotender just doing ping damage is like a pain. You know what I mean? But we do have 7, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so we can play the Omega and then play a green source and then play Clash of the Acons. Cool. So I'm assuming that's going to kill my Dragoon's Lance. Oh, they're just going to draw a card. Okay. Pass. Oh, I definitely double block that. Are you kidding me? You're throwing that at me? Oh, man. Okay. Sure. We're gonna get a green source. Okay. We Omega down the Gubu Gardener so they have less mana. And we play our green source, and Clash of the Acons kill their Bahamut. I'm sorry, not Bahamut, Behemoth. Submit 1. Tap it down, gain 3 life. They have the option to tap it for green mana. Green mana. Clash of the Acons. Creature I control fights creature they control. And we pass. Next turn I can Dragoon's Lance? And Titan? We can do both, right? Because there's only 4. So I could summon Titan and then Dragoon's Lance, give this flight. Never mind, it's dead. It's like, never mind, it's dead. Low Parid Scout, okay. Sure. Land there was bad. Play the 7/7. That is 3 lands. Okay. So I'm gonna play another land, and we're gonna leave up Airship Crash, which we can just cycle. There's no reason for me to equip the Dragoon's Lance. This already can like nab a flyer, right? Plus, okay. What are they gonna take? Oh, they're gonna take one of their lands. Okay. They hit me for 6 here. 7. Oh, I'm dead. Yep. I am 100% dead here. Yep. Hold on. Yeah, that's like terrible. Ah, we're Exacxies. Good game. Oh, they might have even had something else too. Because that pause indicates that they might have like Blitzball shot. Alrighty. Alrighty. Okay, you got me. Damn. Their deck was very tuned for dealing with us. Friggin' Gladiolus. Asaza's Chocobo on turn 1 is like such a beating. Fenrir is fantastic. And then getting the Gladiolus to then go like, oh yeah, now it's like massive and has trample. Woo! Done. Airship Crash, it's a better removal spell than I think a lot of people think in this format. Especially because, like, look, it took out my friggin' Omega, right? So yeah, I've had multiple times where I've seen it and I've done it, killed one of these massive 7/7s, 8/8s, these Atma weapons, Omega weapons with Airship Crash because it's just like, oh, it's a big thing. Oh, but it's an artifact. You could also suplex them, which is funny, you know? Leave match. Here's our next opponent. We're 2-2. With, I want to say everything but the color red. We went a little deep, guys. I'm sorry. It'll be okay, though. We have a 2... Sorry, we have a... This is technically... We have 2 3s and a 4. And I think we can keep this, actually. Would like to draw either a land or a 2-drop. Wow. Actually. Sometimes you get the thing that you want. We might have to... Oh, what do they have? What could they possibly have? Oh, it's Ambrosia Whiteheart, isn't it? I feel like it's Ambrosia Whiteheart. You know, we only got one Saga creature in this entire deck. Okay. An attack with her. I have no lore counters. Opponent just played 3 planes. They might have Fate of the Suncrest. Stroke of Midnight. That's not a good card. Because that still leaves me with power on board, right? Like, and if I hit a extra land, I think we use delivery removal to get a... Oh, well that's bad too. To get our world map. Okay. We're not allowed to get anything we want today. I could send this in. It dies, and then we Choco kick this. But we can't do anything with the mana. So I'm just going to Gaelicat here. And pass. No attacks. Because the Gaelicat can at least get in, right? And if they attack with this, we can double block with this, and they have to make the hard decision of basically going like, do I want them to keep their 3/3, or do I want to kill the flyer? And, ooh, do they have a bounce? If they have a bounce, that's pretty bad for me. Especially if it's ice magic, bounce it to my, to the top or bottom of my deck. That's not great. Here we go. I have to play it out. I have to go for the high upside play of turning this thing on. So now it's a 3/3 flyer. We have 2 of these to block that. I feel a little bit better though. Opponent is like using the desperation removal of Fate of the Suncrest. I'm sorry, not Fate of the Suncrest, Stroke of Midnight. And they just used Fate of the Suncrest on our 3/3 for 5 mana, which is like very good for us. Now, we are experiencing a bit of mana screw. However, we have things to play, right? It's not like we don't have things to play. This thing is sort of stonewalling us, though, the Magitech armor. It is what it is. Ishgard the Holy Sea. There's a weapons vendor. Sure. Gets them a card. I don't think they attack here. Krish's Wanderings. I could send in both of these now. We can get a land. That's great. And they can't do anything about it because they only have 1 blue mana up. There's no Spell Pierce in this format. Opponent's like, what is this nonsense? Yeah, crew it. Come on. No? Alright, well, we're doing it. I'm doing it anyway to force damage through. Let's see, we have a green. I could use a blue. So let's get the Balam Garden in play. Put a token on that. Hit for 7. Next turn they can hit us for 6 at the very least, which I'm not thrilled about, but... We have Aura Sight if they play anything big and stupid now. Sure. That means that that's not going to be on defense. Crystal's Chosen. Ooh, okay. Sure. I'm going to block the 5/5. His turn here. Why did I have to draw that? Why? Why was that the draw? Okay, so what can we do here? I can Chocobo Kick, kill one of these things, bouncing a land, to then low period scout after the fact. I actually think we need to Aura Sight this thing away. Funny enough, because it's like it's just too big at this point. I think we send. I'm gonna send one of them because I would like a blocker, and if they double block, that's great. Because I want to shrink their board a little bit. Sure. Dong. It's a 5/5. I need to deal with it. We're gonna take care of your 5/5. And my life total is high enough that, like, I'm not super worried about taking some hits from this and this and this. And I think I'd actually just block a 2/2. Opponent hasn't played any equipment, so they haven't made any good use of the weapons vendor, which is nice. Ooh, that's rough. All right. Sure. I think we play the Choco here. Of course I draw the thing. I guess we could play this and this and just have 2 bodies out, because if they have another removal spell, that's like bad. If I Choco kick this, no. I think I'd rather low period scout trade for the weapons vendor and trade the Dragoon's Lands token for one of these. Yep. Okay. Choco Moog. Chaka Maug. Yep. Seems about right. Okay. I'm pretty dead on board, aren't I? Oh my god. Okay. So if I play this, I can then Choco kick this. That's not good, right? If I play this and not tap like that, I can Choco kick this and then still be dead on board. This feels so bad. We just didn't draw lands for the longest time. We have access to 6 mana, but we can like play Moogle and then play a 2-drop. We already played our Dragoon's Lands. We just played a land already. Genova on an empty board does nothing. I don't know why it wants to tap like that. Oh, I know why. Because we only have the blue and the green from that. So if I play this, I have to like tap like that, and then I can use Choco Kick to kill the Choco Moog, but we're still dead to 2 damage. I can get the instant ramen, play it, and then like not get the ability to like do anything with it. Does my opponent have any cards in hand? Like what are they? Search my library. Funny. I'm just gonna grab the instant ramen, but we're going to Choco Kick. That's all I got. Sucks. And that's all we can do there. That and hope that our opponent Oh, that's why. Yeah, and they can get, Delivery Moogle. I think getting Delivery Moogle is the best thing they can do there, but yeah, I think we're just dead. They just swing out. Unless they misclick. Yeah, good game. Hoping that your opponent misclicks. Is that where we're at, ladies and gentlemen? Oh god. View battlefield. Yeah, their aggro strategy worked out pretty well. Slash of Light is a fantastic removal spell, and the crystal's chosen. If you can get to this mana, oh my god, what a beating. What a beating. I felt a lot better when they played Stroke of Midnight, but it looks like they were primarily white, right? It looks like they were trying to do mono white stuff too, with blue for something. Like, we don't know what the blue was for. Maybe they early drafted a blue-white card that we just never saw. Whereas we just didn't draw the lands. Leave match. There were so many turns that we were just stuck on 3 mana. It's like, do I do this and then bounce a land to just play it and not be able to do anything else? Ooh. I think the deck had lofty aspirations, especially with all these 4-drops and very few 2s. And then all these things up here. But we were trying to ramp with Prisha's Wanderings, and that was it, actually. That was my fault. I probably should have cut the weapons vendor for, like, I don't know. Reach the horizon. It's strange. Delivery Moogle, I think 3 targets is fine for a single Delivery Moogle, right? It never came up, but it almost came up in one of our games, right? But we were winning that game anyway. Summon Titan is just rude and gross. Never saw the Grahatia. Choco is a fun bird. Vanilla, I would probably first pick Vanilla in a lot of packs, so don't, you know. Garnet. I feel like Garnet might have been our worst card. Maybe we cut the Garnet, but we needed the 2s. Maybe we needed Monk's Fist. I don't know. I don't know, folks. If you enjoyed that, please, you know, like, share, subscribe, come over to twitch.tv/dickrecord. And I do another one of these in just a minute. And in fact, I will probably reuse the intro or not. I don't know. I don't like how I recorded it. But until next time, stay safe out there. Don't eat yellow snow. And remember, if you're not here, you're dickless. Have a good night, folks.